It's been 3,000 years, said that old dude with the crazy hair and the beanie at the end of Pokemon X and Y. I don't remember his name anymore. And I don't remember the name of that flower Pokemon off the top of my head anymore because it's been a handful of years now since X and Y released, and I spent over 700 hours in my copy of Pokemon Y. But it's been a couple years. And I haven't heavily gotten into a Pokemon game since. Although I do have Moon, but I didn't play it anywhere near that amount. I believe I just played that over 100 hours. Anyway, welcome back to part 4 of this Pokemon Red Mystery Dungeon series that I started almost a year ago. And I never meant to stop uploading the parts to this series. It's just that, life happens and I've had a lot of stuff on my plate since I first started this series, and hell, since before I even started this channel. Personal stuff, I won't get into it. But life happens, basically. Stuff happens. And then, as you've seen, if you look through the catalog of the channel, through the history of the channel, through the videos, you'll see that I just got distracted on top of that with other projects, with other series, with other videos, with other gameplays. And so this just ended up taking a backseat, being put in the back burner, which is a shame. But I've had this footage sitting here in the storage of my tablet for the better part of a year, and it wasn't until like a week ago that I said, okay, you know what? I gotta finally go back to this stuff so I can get it out of the way, and I'm gonna upload all the footage that I have so I can catch up to wherever I left off in the game, and so that I can continue the game and eventually finish it and get this out of my conscience, because it makes me feel bad when I don't finish gameplays. I don't like leaving them like this. I don't. So here we are, and we're at the part in which we go to Xatu, and we're asking him if he knows. If myself, if Peepo, the Cyndaquil, as why I was a human and why I got turned into a Pokemon, and if I'm the one that's responsible for the calamity and the chaos and the disaster that's been happening in this world for some time now, and it gets worse. How all this could rest on my shoulders, on my conscience, is beyond me. But yes, this part is all story. There's no boss battle. There's no fight against the legendary Pokemon. It's all story, but like I said, I had all the footage all this time, and I didn't want to delete it because I captured it. And I love this story, as I believe I mentioned in one or two of the previous parts of this series. So here we are. There are bigger concerns. I agree. All right? I believe that a person should love themselves, but not to the point in which they believe that that the fate of the world centers exclusively around them. And Peepo does not believe that, because Peepo is me, and I do not believe that for myself in real life. Also, I'm aware that this is a little over 15 minutes, and I do not intend to talk all those 15 minutes, because as I was stitching this footage together, I thought, what the hell am I gonna... Do I even do a voiceover for this? Because if I do, am I just gonna ramble on for 15 minutes? I've rambled before in this channel. I did so in the first parts of this series. But I thought, am I gonna do it for 15 minutes? Can I do it for 15 minutes? The answer is yes. But should I do it? Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you always should. But again, I love the story, and I love how Whiscash tells the story, and I can just imagine his voice. I don't know about you if you played this game, but I just read his voice like this. Then sacrificed herself to absorb the curse. To Gardevoir, that human was her partner. There exist strong bonds between humans and Pokemon. What alternate world does this take place in? I've wondered many times before over the years. Because apparently these Pokemon are all aware of the fact that humans exist. But it's never... The whole story is that, oh, I got turned into a Pokemon, and in the main games, in the core games in which you're actually a trainer, well, you know, humanity's in charge. We love our Pokemon and all, and we train them, and there's our special bond between the trainer and the Pokemon, and everything's all rainbows and sunshine, and everybody's friends, and everybody's lovey-dovey. Unless you're a member of one of the bad teams, like the Rockets or any of the teams that came after, Team Magma, all that stuff. So this seems like an alternate world to me. But if it is an alternate world, then how are Pokemon aware of the existence of humans? How is that? I'm aware that Pokemon live out in the wild, right? Because in the core games you find them in the grass and such. And in the upcoming Sword and Shield, you're gonna find them in more areas. You're gonna find them actually wandering around. They're not just gonna be invisible in the grass anymore, as has always been the case in the games up to Sword and Shield. So, I guess Pokemon just have civilizations of their own, like humans do, because they've been anthropomorphized. It's interesting. Whatever the case, it doesn't ultimately matter, because again, I just love the story of these first two games, and I just love the game as a whole, not just the story. I love the gameplay, as repetitive as it can be. I believe I've mentioned that before, one of the earlier parts. It's just charming. It's classic Nintendo charm, right? They've done this a lot before. They've done this with other series as well, like the Mario and Luigi games. I've never played Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, but that looks like it has like the trademark Nintendo charm as well. Just Nintendo charm in general, right? The entire series just tend to be full of charm, and that's one of the things I've always loved about Nintendo. So I like my gritty games. I like my Skyrim. I like my old school Call of Duty, because I don't like modern Call of Duty. I just don't. I like Mortal Kombat, but I also like Pokemon games, and I like Crash Bandicoot, and I like Banjo, and I like Mario games. You can like all this stuff. No problem. You can like it. It's always good to have variety in the things that you like. Anyway, there we go. Peepo. I always say Peepoo, it's Peepo. That's how my friends have always pronounced it. That's how Brie has always pronounced it. But yes, I had that dream with Gardevoir, and here's the part in the story in which that dipshit, that asshole Gengar, goes around telling everybody, because he followed us and he overheard that our conversation with Zatu, that oh, I'm the human, and oh, I'm the reason that all these disasters are happening, so they gotta kill me now. Ain't that funny? How they say, oh, we gotta get rid of him, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself because that's about to happen on screen. But that's basically what they're saying. Like, oh, we get rid of him, we kill his ass, and the world's balance should be restored. The thing I wonder though, is like if these Pokemon clearly have built a civilization, then why are they all so fucking gullible? Why are they so gullible? This guy comes here, runs his goddamn mouth whenever the hell he feels like it, and they believe every little word that he says, like he's the Rock, and the Rock will draw you in with his words, and he'll ask you to shut your mouth, know your role. Is that what it is about Gengar? Is he just charismatic like that? But since we can't actually hear his voice, we can't hear the way he speaks in public? Is that it? Or are all of these Pokemon just that damn stupid? They believe in these conspiracy theories, that I'm out to get them, that I'm out to get us all, including myself. The world is gonna die, and I'm gonna take it with me. Or rather, I'm going to destroy the world, with myself included. 'Cause that makes a lot of fucking sense. I'm obviously evil as hell like that. That Gengar, he's deliberately working everyone up. Yes, he is. Oh my god, no. I just had a thought. Gengar is like Trump today. when it comes to Nintendo gameplays like this, you shouldn't bring in politics, but that's pretty much it. Like, he's surrounded by all these stupid Pokemon, and he's preaching to the choir. They believe every word he says. Just like all the hillbillies in the U.S., they buy into his stuff. It said. All right, no more of that. God damn it. I would redo this, but I'm too far in. I don't care. Honestly, don't care. All right. If that offends you in any way, so be it. I don't care. Anyway, back to the story. We're not asking you, we're asking people. That's how I read Snowball. Because if you ever watched the anime growing up in English, you know how Snowball sounds. I don't remember how he sounds like in Spanish. How it sounds like in Spanish. Because I haven't watched Pokemon in Spanish since I was a kid. I had a thought too while I was rewatching this footage earlier and stitching it together, that like reading Gengar sort of in a voice similar to Kano's in Mortal Kombat 9 and 10. I don't remember if they changed Kano's voice in Mortal Kombat 11. I haven't played that yet. I fully intend to get it eventually, but that's what Gengar sort of sounds like to me because of his little chuckle, laugh, giggle. Mr. Krabs. Damn. Yeah, if that was me, I would have argued right the fuck back. I would have said what I was saying earlier. Hey, bitches, dumb fucks. Why do you believe anything this motherfucker says? He has no proof. He's just standing there running his goddamn mouth. And he should get his ass beat for it. Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass. I'm like, Austin 315 would say, I'm about to whoop your ass. And then I would have whooped his ass. We already kicked his ass in the past. That episode versus Team Meanies, we did it. And he didn't learn his fucking lessons, which means we need to kick his ass harder. We do. We really do. I believe in you people. Brie believes in me, just like in real life. Right, Brie? I don't even know if she's actually gonna watch this, but if you do, shout out to you, Brie. Oh look, it's a trio of danger. I joked with my sister earlier as I was watching this footage, stitching it together. I had hoped it would not come to this, but it is unfortunate. What if Alakazam, you know how I've always imagined Alakazam's voice? I don't think I got it across, but I've always imagined, since I first played this game back in 2006 in Las Vegas, that Alakazam has a voice in this game similar to Master Splinter in the 2003 Ninja Turtle series. That's always imagined. That's how I've always imagined his voice to sound like, something like that. And yes, you got all the stuff, don't I? When I ramble like this in these gameplays, this footage. Look at that. Talking about Mortal Kombat, talking about Trump, talking about Ninja Turtles. Got it all. And I've had Ninja Turtles in my mind recently because I recently, a couple of days ago, I got done reading the Batman Ninja Turtles #2 comic. And I saw a bit ago that there's a part 3 as well. And when that's finished, I'm going to read that as well. It's going to be great. And as I record this, Batman, speaking of Batman and the Ninja Turtles, Batman is in the Fortnite shop. And I didn't want to spend any more of my money, because I got to save money for my PlayStation Plus subscription, which expires literally at the very, very end of this year. Last day. Last minute, pretty much. And I'm about to blow some money for the Batman set in Fortnite. So look at that. I never thought I would see the day, but fuck, it's Batman. He looks so cool. See, I know how to ramble. What was I saying earlier? Am I really gonna ramble for 15 minutes? Yeah. What did I say? I can do it. Here we are. The video's about to end. Oh, I can do it. Like a real optimistic. Let's leave then. Okay, I will. And I say this little bit for the Pokemon being asleep in their shops because I guess they don't actually have houses or beds. So they just stay in the same spot their entire lives. Damn, that's commitment. That's dedication. I can respect that. But that's the end of this part 4. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe and share this so the channel can get more attention. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one.